Who would have thunk that after that group stage performance that Ivory Coast would be AFCON champions, Nico? I know you didn't.
I don't remember anything in sports quite like this. To have such a horrendous group stage, to get smacked by Equatorial Guinea. They lost 4-0 on match day 3. They fired their coach with still a possibility of going into the next round. They needed 2 results to go their way. Ghana conceding twice against Mozambique in extra time. And then they needed Zimbabwe to be held scoreless against Morocco, and it happened. Then they go with Emers Faye, Ivorian, who knows the team, understands a little bit what this means, more so than Jean-Louis Gasset.
But had never been a manager.
Never.
This is his first managerial job
whatsoever. And then they beat the defending champions. That DRC game or the game against Mali, where they were a man down, they get to equalize in the 90th, and then they get to win in the 120th. And then to come back and Sébastien Haller with his 2 years removed from his cancer diagnosis, getting the championship winner. I don't remember anything in sports like this.
No, in fact, there was a lot of conversation about coming back from cancer. And we have someone who, on this panel here, who had been through something similar. What is that moment like to sort of celebrate a game winner or something of this nature after coming back from something like that, which must be so harrowing?
Well, you feel unstoppable. You're on the pitch, you know that this is a game. At the end of the day, you survived life. You had a battle. There's all these things that kind of make you realize how important, how lucky you are, how blessed you are. And you go on the pitch and you're like, what do I have to ever worry about or stress about? That's the importance of life, the essence of life. You come out, you're like, man, I get to do this as a job. I get to represent the country and inspire people. So when you get on the pitch, you play with this freedom, this tenacity, because there's nothing that can hold you back. You had a battle with death, and you beat it. You won, right? So when I watch Haller play, I have this feeling that he has that power of playing with passion and knowing that he accomplished something that some people don't get to accomplish, which is the battle with cancer. It can open up your eyes to what's really the value of life and playing for your country and your teammates, supporting your teammates, and there's nothing better. There's nothing better.
He almost scored right before the game winner. He almost scored what would have been the Puskas.
The bicycle kick?
A bicycle kick. But he missed. He just missed it by a little bit. That would have been. Imagine winning a tournament on a Puskas, but on a bicycle
he still
kick
won. He still scored
a golazo. Nonetheless.
A game
at
winner.
home. At home.
The player of the match, as good as he was Simon Adingra.
Adingra.
I mean, he created 6 chances. He had the 2 assists. He was just constantly getting down the left side, just being a problem. And you realize this is a kid who has a bright future, and he's in the Premier League now with Brighton.